Hey, everybody, this is Joey Casada from the #1 KISS podcast in the world, in the universe, Podcast Rock City, and you are hanging with the Hooligans, a KISS-Centric podcast. And listen, they might be #1 after a while, too. They're pretty damn good.
This week on Hooligan Nation, who's legend enough for you? Who moves the needle into the green? And when I say green, I mean money green. This episode is going to be interesting. Stay tuned, because you got
nothing
to lose.
Welcome to the Hooligan Nation, a KISS-Centric Podcast, the podcast where the riffs are loud, but our opinions are louder. I'm Anthony.
I'm Rocco.
I'm Black Diamond Dave.
What's up, Hooligans, and welcome to episode number 79
what up,
of the
Hooligans?
Hooligan Nation. This week, we just switched everything up on the fly. We were going to do something. We had something planned. We had everything. And we just chose at the last minute, no. That's right. No reason to have notes if you're not going to use them. So what you're going to get today is our 3 useless opinions, because, well, they are what they are, about the Gene Simmons Legends of Rock Expo. I can guarantee you, between Dave the Fanboy, Father Rocco the Cheapskate, and me and my 12 personalities, and one of them is a conspiracy theorist, we're going to have at least one little nugget that's interesting. It might only be one, but we'll have one. We have news, music we're listening to, and of course, our weekly poll. But first, last episode recap. Episode number 78, the Joey Casada interview. Do either of you have anything you'd like to add?
Absolutely. Just like Steve Brown and a lot of the people we've interviewed, he is busy and constantly working on something. He's got a lot of drive. I thought he was really cool. A lot of information. I'd love to have him back too. I really enjoyed having him.
Absolutely. Joey Casada is a Renaissance man.
Ooh, I like that.
Skilled in the arts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Well said.
It was a full circle moment for me. I've been listening to him for a while. Sold me on the Vegas show. It's how I met you guys. Couldn't say more positive things about the guy. Thank you, Joey. It was awesome.
Thank you, Joey. Yes.
And it's a bonus for Father Rocco. He's got long hair, so he's chick-centric. Thank you.
Well, Joey, maybe you'll come back one day.
Maybe.
Not after that. News. Anybody got any news?
Yeah, I got some news.
All right.
This is dated the 23rd of February, 2026 from Blabbermouth. Richie Blackmore was presented with Lifetime Achievement Award from the National Guitar Museum. His career spans more than 60 years. Blackmore is the 16th recipient, joining David Honeyboy Edwards, 2010, Roger McGinn, 2011, B.B. King, 2012, Vic Flick, 2013, Buddy Guy, 2014, Tony Iommi, 2015, Glenn Campbell, 2016, Bonnie Raitt, 2017, Leona Boyd, 2018, Jose Feliciano, 2019, Eddie Van Halen, 2020, Al Di Meola, 2021, Jeff Beck, 2022, Tommy Emmanuel, 2023, Alex Leifson, 2024, and Richie Blackmore is the most recent recipient, number 16, 2025.
They start picking some great players those last couple of years.
Yeah, Al Di Meola, man. But the only thing real quick, he says about the award, I'm rather thrown by the magnitude of this honorable award. I am grateful to accept this award and this recognition.
Right on.
I only have one thing to say. Black Diamond Dave, you ready?
Let's go.
I'm a rhinestone cowboy.
Glenn Campbell.
Thank you. Hey, Black Diamond Dave, you got anything?
I do. I got an article from Ultimate Classic Rock. It is called Ozzy Osbourne was told he'd probably die weeks before his last show. In a recent appearance on the Dumb Blonde podcast, Sharon Osbourne noted that her late husband had been told he didn't have long to live prior to the performance. 2 weeks before the show, they said that he could probably die, and he did. She admitted, but we wanted it. So he wanted to do it so bad, he needed it. And it's like, whether I die in 2 weeks or I die in 6 months, I'm still dying. I want to go out my way. And he did. He went out like a rock star.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Every chance I get to talk about Ozzy and the way he went out, I'm going to, because you never get to see your heroes go out the way they should.
Ozzy got to go out a way no one gets to go out. He attended his own funeral service, and you can't ask for anything better than that when you spend your life on the stage, I think.
That's definitely something. Have a warm spot in your heart for that.
Absolutely. Get chills when I talk about it.
I don't have many warm spots in my heart, but for that, I do. I don't know where I got this. I love the way you guys are so professional. You quote where you get it from, Loudwire, Blabbermouth. But sometimes you guys throw out who wrote the article. Yeah, I don't pay attention to none of that shit. I ain't got time for that. I got to edit.
You just pluck it out of
sources.
Yeah. My secret sources have told me Alex Van Halen just did an interview, and I can't remember where he did the interview, but it was like in some crazy country that I don't know why he would even do an interview there, but whatever. He is working on a new album with famed guitarist Steve Lukather, who all KISS fans should know. He's one of the 87 people that played on Creatures of the Night. 87 as of today. Trust me, we'll be up to 90 in a couple more days. And they're finishing Eddie Van Halen material that was in the vault. A couple things. Wolfgang plays bass on this material, and I think it just came out in the last couple days that they approached, or Alex approached, Paul Rogers from Bad Company to sing, and Paul Rogers declined. I don't know why he declined, but he declined, and there has been no mention of Sammy Hagar or DLR. Which
it's tough shoes to fill. He's got his own legacy.
It's unfortunate. I think it's unfortunate that, essentially Van Halen had two lead singers. Mm-hmm. They're both alive.
I'm over here at the thought of somebody else touching Eddie's guitar work, and it's not Wolfie. I get he wants to do his own thing, but should anyone else touch that?
So the way I understood how the interview went, and I haven't seen, I don't know if it's on video or not, and I haven't seen it in print, like a full interview. Supposedly, Lukather and Eddie Van Halen were very good friends. Supposedly, they had worked together in an unofficial capacity a lot in the past. And you would think, I would think, maybe I'm wrong about this, and I'm not always, like when it comes to Sammy, Alex Van Halen annoys me. He does. And no, I don't know the ins and outs of everything that went on, but when it comes to Sammy, and I guess when it comes to Michael Anthony, Alex annoys me. But he's Eddie Van Halen's brother, and at least by all signs that I've seen, I've never seen two brothers that were closer. Now, maybe that's not 100% true, but from what I've seen, they're very close. So I'm guessing if Alex went after Lukather, and I think I've heard that a lot of Eddie Van Halen is going to be on the record. It's just certain spots they needed additional guitars, and he went for somebody that Eddie was very close to, which I think that's a cool thing. And I think it's a cool thing that, there's all this material, like do something with it. Look, bottom line, Alex has definitely reached the status where he can do whatever the hell he wants, and he doesn't really have to answer to anybody, including me. I just would like, if you got a bunch of material, like bring both Sammy and Dave in.
I like
You
that.
can bring them in
I-
separately. Next up, and this I haven't watched it. I just heard it today, but there is supposedly a new Bon Jovi documentary. It's called Bon Jovi Forever. And what makes it interesting to me is somehow Tony Robbins has something to do with it. It's a Tony Robbins presents Bon Jovi Forever, and I guess it's a documentary. And I'm dying to watch
Are
it.
you talking about Tony Robbins, the entrepreneur guy?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with it. All I know is that supposedly it includes performances, and supposedly it doesn't sound very good.
And you get some self help while you're at it too.
I was gonna. He's a life coach.
I don't know. But it's called Bon Jovi Forever. It is a documentary that is on Paramount Plus, and it is supposedly available now. I have not seen it yet. I have not even looked on Paramount Plus. I just heard this afternoon. But Hooligans, I know there are quite a bit of Bon Jovi fans out there that are subscribers and listeners to us. So if you don't know about that, jump on Paramount Plus and check it out. One last thing, our newest Hooligan Nation giveaway has begun. It's almost over, and I got a hint for you guys. Here's my hint. We are done with this giveaway in 1, 2, 3, 4. When this goes out, you will have one day, and we have exactly one contestant the last time I looked for the autographed KISS poster autographed by Paul, Gene, Eric, and Tommy. It is from the KISS Cruise Landlocked 2025. And just so I'm clear, that one contestant, if that's the only one that's entered, he wins. So if you want in on it, you have until February 28th at 11:59 p.m. to get entered. If you want to get entered, you have to go to our website. That is somewhere on this screen. I can't remember where the hell I put it. I started moving it around. HooliganNation.com. Music we're listening to. You guys got anything?
Was it last week? Somebody brought up 5150 Van Halen. I've been listening to that, and OU812. Those are my two favorite Sammy era albums from Van Hagar, if you will. That's what I've been listening to this week.
Love me some Van Hagar.
Absolutely.
Love me. Those are two great albums also.
Yeah. Whoever mentioned it started a problem for me this week. So thanks.
I think that was my music listening to last week, I think.
Thanks, Rocco.
I'm listening to
Hey, I didn't ask you if you had music you were listening to.
That was it. We're just talking about Van Hagar. Good night.
Okay. That's cool.
Father Rocco, do you have any music where you're listening to?
Oh, you want me to go now? Okay. There's a caveat with my music.
There is always a caveat to something.
Yes. Well, we got snowed in over here in Jersey, so I was down my sister's, and my music that I'm listening to has 7 parts to it, and it's quick. I'll make it quick.
Oh, wow.
So with being snowed in, I was reminiscing with my sister, Little Angel, showing our kids some 80s classic videos. So Tears Are Falling video, Dream Warriors, Wild Child from Wasp. You got I'm in Judas Priest, In and Out of Love, Bon Jovi, Summertime Girl, Y&T.
Oh.
And being that we were talking about Journey before, Oh Sherry, Steve Perry.
I love that video.
I love the videos, period.
I love that chick that's in that video, boy.
Oh, yeah. But you ever start like watching old time MTV videos and you start with one and you're like, oh, what about this one? We just started doing that, and that's only like tip the iceberg.
Did you forget who you're talking to?
That's a good point.
You you
we
should
had
have
one of those
actually
nights with the snow.
you should have
Being snowed
actually
in.
called me because I started that shit a few years ago. I got this bug in me that I wanted to go find old music videos on YouTube. And the last I looked, I had a YouTube playlist with 400
Oh wow.
music videos. I just sat there over the course of a week, just thinking of a video, searching it, putting it in the playlist, searching it, putting it in the playlist, and it's like 400 deep now.
We didn't have a conscious effort to do it. Angel goes to me, "Hey, what was your favorite video back in the day on MTV?" And I just started pulling it out. I'm like, oh, "Tears Are Falling," because of the solo, and just like it just started coming. Another thing coming, like just yeah. There's so many.
I'm
great
not
videos.
sure that I could even answer that question of what my favorite MTV video is. A lot of water, a lot of broken glass, a lot of fire.
Yeah, that's
Glitter.
true. Yeah, and glitter.
See, any of those early 80s music videos, boy.
Who wants
And
to be
did you ever
lonely?
notice something? I got to bring this up. This is something goofy I heard somewhere. You ever notice how in a movie and a music video, whenever you see a car on the road at night, the blacktop is always wet? Think about that. Think about that next time you watch a movie or when you start watching music videos. The ground is always wet. Always. Always. I promise you. That is some
I'll have to check that out.
movie thing.
You need the
Like
steam.
I don't remember
Probably
what,
for the look, for a good look. Or whatever.
well, that's what it's for.
Yeah.
That's what it's for. I was thinking about wetting the three of us down before we go on camera. Just to see if we can make us look better or something. I don't know.
Like a wet rat.
Oh my god.
That's exactly what we'd look like. Wet homeless rats on camera. Music I'm listening to, boys, I'm going to blow your minds. I'm going to blow your minds. I went crazy this week.
Engelbert Humperdinck.
No, not that crazy. And I like rye bread, not Humperdinck. I'm listening to
country.
I'm not doing that either. Not that crazy. Although I got a good one for you, actually.
Uh-oh.
Black Diamond Dave. I'm listening to Blue Oyster Cult,
Heck yeah.
Wow.
Zebra, ZZ Top.
Wow.
I like
went
ZZ
retro,
Top.
old school.
You're going southern, buddy. You're going there. You're going.
He's already dipping. It's already in there.
Wheeling you in.
Also, I wanted to possibly turn both of you on to what I think is an amazing, amazing song. It's not a new song, and I've loved this song since it came out, and I think it came out about 5 years ago. But it seems like a song that might have flown under the radar to most people. And so I wanted to share it with you two, my two little buddies, and all of my little buddies out there in the Hooligan Nation. The song is called Outlaws and Outsiders by Corey Marks, country artist,
Look it up
with
now.
Travis Tritt, Ivan Moody from Five Finger Death Punch, and Mick Mars.
Wow.
And
What's it
this
called
is
again?
what I'm going to say. If this is country, this is my kind of country.
What's it called again? Outlaws and
Outsiders. I
Outsiders.
just found it. I saved it. Oh, I'm looking
Now-
at the lyrics now. Yeah, that's my bread and butter.
Now, I warn you. Well, I warn the hooligans out there because, well, he's one of them. There's two versions of this. I believe
I'm
there's
one
the
of those.
Corey Marks version, which is a country version. Ding a ding a ding a ding 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 ding.
That's what it
And
sounds like if you
then-
pluck my heartstrings.
Yes. And then there's the version with Ivan Moody and Mick Mars, and that's a different kind of country. So if you haven't heard it, it is Outlaws and Outsiders by Corey Marks, Travis Tritt, Ivan Moody, and Mick Mars, and I give it 2 thumbs up. And
That
so
is-
does Tootie. Studi also
Studi.
gives it 2 thumbs up.
That is a heck of a lineup of people on an song.
Dude, it's great. I
Hey,
swear to God.
I give you credit embracing some country. I give you some credit there.
Dude, it's
Look,
some
I
good
did not
country out
embrace
there.
country. I
Yeah, you
gotta,
did.
I gotta be honest.
No, you're opening your mind.
I was searching. Like I said, this song is like 5 years old, I think. I was
Broadening
searching
horizons.
Five Finger Death Punch, and the video came up on YouTube. And I saw Ivan Moody, who's the lead singer of Five Finger Death Punch, and I saw Mick Mars. I skipped right over Travis Tritt, and I didn't know who the hell Corey Marks was, and I was like, "Oh, let me check this out."
No, Travis Tritt is hardcore country.
I was
The
in love with
sacrilegious
it.
down south.
I'm telling you guys right now, if this is not like on your regular rotation, on your playlist for like the next 6 months, I would be very shocked.
Hooligan Nation, a country-centric podcast. We're on our way, boys.
Does anybody know what time it is?
It's poll time.
Yes, it is. I gotta learn how to do some country dance.
That's what we do. That's how my daddy met my mama. That right there.
Hooligans, it's poll time. Our weekly polls can be found on our community tab and on our Facebook group. This week's poll question is, should
Disagree.
other genres of music be allowed in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Oh, okay.
Father Rocco. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Short and sweet and right to the point.
No. Should they be allowed? I'm all about the categories. There should be categories into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Okay, but you do think other genres of music should be?
Yeah, because I'm with you. Like you had said a while ago that you believe it's an attitude, and I think rock and roll is an attitude.
Black Diamond Dave?
Actually agreed. Doing the show with you guys changed my opinions. I used to be one of those hardcore, well, it's the rock hall. No, there's like Madonna is actually a really great example of the spirit and the badassery of rock and roll.
Absolutely.
Michael too. These are trailblazing badasses that did what they wanted to do, and that's rock and roll.
Yeah.
We are shaping the minds of the future, Father Rocco. The future, right there. Well, let me tell you guys something. I do believe that this is the closest poll results that we have ever had. And there was a couple moments on Sunday where we were between the Facebook group and YouTube community, we were exactly at 50-50. And I was like,
wow.
Oh, this is going to be great. Now, luckily for us, we had additional voters, and it was not 50-50.
We have a good turnout.
We get what I consider a good turnout pretty much every week now, even when I ask stupid questions. So that makes it a lot easier. Like, fellas, what do you think the Hooligans said?
I think we have a lot of old school KISS fans that are all about classic rock. I would think that they're going to say no. I would think they're not going to be lockstep with us on this one.
Black Diamond Dave, your thoughts?
From what you're saying, it sounds like we might have just inched it out, though. So I'm not sure.
Oh, no, I'll tell you right now, 1%.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think we might have got it right, but barely.
49% of our Hooligans said no, they do not want any other kind of music other than rock and roll in the Hall of Fame. 51% said yes, other genres of music should be allowed in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Man, if that ain't like one of those dividing questions,
that's wild.
I don't remember ever seeing a poll like that. I mean, I've seen like 45 and 55 maybe, but 49% and 51%, like and like I said, up until Sunday night, it was 50-50, and I was like, well, now what do we do? Do we just put it out as 50-50?
Like I said, I go back and forth to the category thing. I think it's sloppy the way that they vote, and it's obvious that they pick and choose what they want to do. It make it so much easier if they just categorize it to where you got your R&B and your I don't even know how you would do the categories, but if you separate it in categories, bands like Iron Maiden would have been in there already. Bands like, certain bands that should have been there already that have gotten slighted would have been in there already.
Joey brought up a very, very good point that I don't think any of us has ever brought up. And that is, we as fans seem to forget the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is a private, for-profit business.
Yeah.
In other words, they don't care what we think. And they're not going to change it. And they're not going to do anything. Because as long as people are still coming out there, and they are, they're just going to leave well enough alone. They don't care what. They're not going to go through categories or anything else because they don't have to.
Not for nothing. Have either one of you guys ever visited there?
I have
No.
not.
They have there's not even for the vote, but they have different floors. They have music instruments you can play, and I saw a video. They got a lot of really cool areas of it. I definitely want to check it out someday.
I
They got
promise
six
you,
different floors, I think.
I promise you, they ain't got music instruments that I can play. I play the air banjo really good.
Oh, he's got that country lane today.
He sure does.
If you guys keep scrolling me, I'm gonna go get my cowboy hat and my cowboy boots. Maybe I'll wear them on the next episode. I'm gonna wear my assless chaps with my cowboy hat and my cowboy boots, and we're gonna change the format of this podcast. Thank y'all to the hooligans that voted.
Thank you, guys.
A new poll is up right now, so please, please, please vote. It is your right and your responsibility. And to switch everything up, our main topic tonight is Gene Simmons and his Legends of Rock Expo. Where would you guys like to start?
I mean, with what they're offering currently.
So first and foremost, currently, the guests are Gene Simmons and Bruce Kulick. Those are the only two up there as of right now. Tickets. We'll start from the cheapest. So I will say this. I thought one of the cool things that Gene did was you do not have to buy a package like you did at Kiss Cruise Landlocked. So if you live in the Las Vegas area, you can buy a Saturday admission ticket, which is $65, or you could buy a Friday admission ticket, which is $65. I'm sorry, or a Sunday general admission ticket, which is $65. And what that gets you, it does not even say. So it gets you admission. Admission to what? I don't know. But it gets you admission. It gets you through the door. Then you can buy the whole full weekend pass. Again, doesn't say what you get for it, but that is $150. And then you get welcomed into the world of Gene Simmons. And the VIP experiences begin. The premium weekend is $225. It includes one weekend pass, one official Legends of Rock t-shirt, an official Legends of Rock poster, and a collectible event lanyard and badge. That is $225. Then you jump up to the silver VIP, which is $395. That's a weekend pass, 30-minute early entry into event, VIP line access, official Legends of Rock t-shirt, official Legends of Rock poster, a swag bag, collectible event lanyard and badge, Kiss and Makeup book by Gene Simmons, admission to the Thursday night concert, and admission to the Friday night concert. The Saturday night concert is not included. The gold VIP experience, which is now $795. That includes the weekend pass, 30-minute VIP line, official Legends t-shirt, Legends poster, swag bag, lanyard, guaranteed seating at all Q&A panels, Kiss and Makeup book again, admission the Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night concert for $795. And that's the gold VIP, which I don't think is terrible. And now you get to the black diamond VIP experience, which happens to be $2,795. But it's not $2,800, so that's okay. Gives you all the same shit, and then a Gene Simmons autograph on the Kiss and Makeup book, special group photo op to be announced, admission to Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night concert, plus the Saturday night dinner, and additional autograph meet and greets to be announced. Now, before we get into this is my first conspiracy theory of the night. That Black Diamond package that it says special group photo op, originally it said special Kiss photo op. Yep. But that has now been changed. And I don't know who picked up on that. I don't know who saw it, but I saw it and Black Diamond Dave saw it both. So we'll wait to get into the conspiracy theory of that. But who wants to go first? What do y'all think?
These prices don't include a hotel room, correct?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
They do not. Of course, I checked the prices. I think the hotel room was cheap. It was $99 a night.
So it comes out to about what you paid for the last one. I want to say
I paid
like 13. I want to say I paid like 12, 13 a person.
Yeah, so it's about the same thing, except you don't have to
stay
if you don't want to. If you want to stay at a timeshare, or if you live in the area, or if you want to stay in another hotel, or for that matter, a motel, that's probably cheaper. You can do that. But for $99 a night, I would stay at the Westgate, I think.
It's a legendary hotel. That's where Elvis performed in Vegas.
It's a legendary hotel because the demon himself will be there.
I know there's more details that are coming out, but the packages are the things that are all set. They should have the details set first before they start putting prices on things. Yeah, I mean, you got Gene, you got Bruce, but, you know, are they even saying it's Bruce and his band? Are they saying Gene's band?
No. No. They're not saying. They're advertising, and they're giving you an option to pay for concerts that they're not telling you what they are yet. Now,
all right, show me what you got before I'm spending any money.
Oh, well, I agree with you completely, but I think you're most definitely going to get Gene. As of right now, you're going to get Gene Simmons band one night, and I would guess you're going to get Bruce Kulick's band one night. And there's no way that's number one. They're advertising 3 concerts. I mean, what are they going to put Gene on Friday night and Sunday night? God, I hope not. I hope they don't do anything, and I don't think they're going to. Like, what really interests me about this, it looks, smells, and I'm sure it's going to taste just like Kiss Cruise Landlocked 2025. Like, that's what it is to me without saying it. So I expect something in the area of that.
Well, I mean, I personally, I'm if it's what it was last year, I'm down with that. But that included a lot of extra things. Not that thought it was awesome, but cooking with Paul Stanley. I mean, they took surveys of like ideas, like how about learn a riff from Bruce Kulick, like things like that. Like there's other layers that if they put out, I don't know. It's if it's still in the works, to me, you're putting prices out for nothing right now for me. To me, there's nothing there for me
Yeah.
to even think about doing it.
I love you. And as much as
I love you
I
too.
tell people
Love you too,
we're
cuz.
not related when you're not around, I just want you to know that the fact that of all the things that we got for Kiss Cruise Landlocked, the one that popped into your mind was cooking with Paul Stanley.
But why would I say that? Because
Why? Because
it's
you're the star of the show.
but
That's why.
but it's actually giving you something you'd never expect. Cooking with Paul. Although I still feel like they didn't give too many enough people the opportunity to. It was kind of weird the way they had it because only a select people were able to be around it. You know.
What was weird was when they started feeding people with the same fork.
I saw that.
was
Yeah, I
weird.
noticed. I thought I was the only one to notice that. That's true. It was weird.
Well, you didn't kind of catch on to kind of what they were doing. If you spent the most money,
Right.
you got to ask the questions at the Q&As. You got the best seats. Like, I get that. I don't need to go there and ask a question. I'm not paying that crazy price to get a taste of Paul Stanley cooking. Get the hell out of here. Like, look, if that's your thing and you have that kind of disposable money, good for you.
Mhm.
Even, and we've said this before, and I've said this before, even if I had it, I don't really think that I would spend it on shit like that. Like, we got the bottom package for Kiss Cruise Landlocked, and I don't feel like I missed anything. We didn't
No.
wait in line a long time.
Nope.
I thought our seats were good.
I got no
I was
complaints.
I mean, you're only in like a 3,500 seat arena. It's not like, it's a
It was a nice venue, though.
70,000
Really nice.
Yeah.
football stadium. So I don't feel like I missed out on anything. And I thought it was kind of like, I don't know what this dinner thing is, but obviously it makes no sense to me to buy the 225 premium weekend or the 395 silver VIP. You got to go with the gold VIP because it includes all 3 nights. And you damn well know that if they're charging you or if they're taking the Saturday night concert out of the silver VIP package, the best show, whatever
gonna be
that
that.
may be, is going to
Mhm.
be Saturday night. So
Right.
in reality, you got to go with the
With gold.
$795 gold VIP. And that's going to greatly depend on who plays, who
You
shows
got-
up.
Maybe they're gonna do like you got Bruce and his band, Gene and his band, and then the last thing is they have Gene and Bruce doing something together.
No, maybe. I mean, dude,
I don't know. I'm just throwing shit out there.
look, I love Bruce, and for that matter, I love Gene
Mhm.
most of the time. I'm not spending $2,000 to go across the country to see Gene's solo band play and see Bruce's solo band play. I'm just not. I mean, maybe I'm a minority in this, but I'm not. You got to make an effort to give me something else.
To me, they're gonna have a hard time with sales until they put more substance to it.
God, I hope so.
Yeah, there's questions everywhere. Like the dinner thing. Am I spending $2,100 to eat a bologna sandwich next to Sweaty Gene after the show? Because I'm not into that.
Like the-
No,
it's gonna be a hard sell until they start dropping real solid info.
Right.
Am I wrong?
Like in his purple suede shirt, all
Oh, okay.
sweaty.
Okay, so the dinner is not included with the gold. You
and I
gotta
have to
go.
buy Gene dinner.
You gotta go with the Black Diamond to get the dinner.
Right.
Admission to Saturday night dinner. Yeah, and it doesn't even say. It just says admission to Saturday night dinner. It doesn't even say like dinner with Gene, or it doesn't say any of that. It's absurd anyway.
Like, are
I
you
mean,
having sandwiches with Steven Adler? Like, what are
yeah,
we doing?
Like
that would be interesting.
to me, it seems so incomplete. Yet the one thing that's complete is what you want to charge for it all.
Right. But people are just gonna throw the money, brother. He's learned that what
Yeah, I
was
was gonna
Vegas, the
say,
most expensive packages were gone before sales even went up.
But both you guys, like with the landlock, I mean, Ant, you took the lead, but with landlock, like we didn't commit to anything until we actually got more to it. When they added Quiet Riot and they added Skid Row or Sebastian Bach and whatever, we didn't, right? It wasn't booked until we actually got more of a layout of what was there.
nah, I think you're wrong.
I booked the day, brother.
Yeah, I think
okay.
I think you're wrong. Yeah, we jumped. If I remember correctly, we jumped. But when they rolled out Kiss Cruise Landlocked 2025, it was far less than complete, but it was much more complete, I think, than this was. Like, I think when it came out, they gave you Kiss Acoustic Set, they gave you Kiss Electric Set, and well, they
It was just
no,
electric first. That was it.
And then you know they started talking and we all started to get nervous because like Gene said, we're gonna jump up there and do a couple tunes. This is a fan driven event. We had already paid in full at the time when that I really don't remember. We were two 9-year-old excited girls at the time. So I don't feel quite that way. I mean,
Well, I know that just the term from all the years of watching like the Kiss Cruise and clips and stuff like that, Kiss Cruise landlocked in Vegas, just the sound of that to where I'm actually going to actually get a chance to see the cruise and experience what the cruise is like in Vegas. Yeah, sign me up. It's even better than I had hoped. All by the table being set that first night, the pre-party.
Absolutely.
I've been knocking Gene lately. So here's how I make up for it. I have great hope that if, Gene's a lot of things, but when Gene does something, it's usually complete. It may not be what you like, but it's complete. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, Gene is gonna charge you. Well, that was 50
It was
years
complete.
ago.
It was a complete song.
No, what I'm saying is if Gene does a roadie experience,
He's thorough and he's definitely
it's a complete experience.
Right.
No, I'm not going to pay Gene $13,000 for me to go work for him for the day. But I've only heard from one person that ever did the experience, and that guy was like as excited as could be that he did it. Well, I think that's about Gene and about his attention to detail.
Well, you know what else too, Ant, on that note? You can sum it up with the same thing we compare it to Vinny. Gene shows up.
Yeah, Gene's going to show up.
He's going to, meaning he's going to hit all the things by the time it's done. It may be a little weird at times, but it's going to be complete.
And Gene's a control freak. So, here comes my standard statement. What the hell do I know? But I imagine Gene sitting in a room saying, no, we're not doing that. No, that's not good enough. No, we want him. No, we're going to go get that. I don't picture Gene going, this is what I pay people for. I envision Gene, and I don't want to pick on any band, so I won't name any names, but I envision Gene going, you expect these people to pay this much to see this band? No, we're going to reach higher. We're going to, and I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about this, but I actually envision Gene going a little more KISS-Centric, and I'm going to throw a name out. Slaughter. There's a KISS-Centric band.
Vinny.
That's what I
Right.
mean. Kiss. I mean, he ain't bringing Vinny in.
He tried that
Although
once.
I gotta tell you, if Gene wants to blow everybody's mind, Gene signs Vinny up to do a live show, and I can tell you right now, with or
Rocco.
without you two guys,
Wow.
if Gene puts it on that website that Vinny's going to do a live show, I'm giving them my credit card and I'll go alone if I
And
have
if Vinny doesn't show up, Gene will be locked up for murder.
I'll reconcile with Vinny if he goes to Vegas this year.
Oh my God. Could you imagine?
No, but this is what I'm saying
That's
about.
what you just said right there is the crazy world of KISS, of the KISS Army in a nutshell. Because
you can't tell
no
me
matter
that
how
that's
we
impossible.
feel, no, but no matter how we feel about Vinny, if all of a sudden he's thrown into an event, a KISS event, and he's still
It's
after all that, he still has a chance.
it's not
Sure he has a
technically a
chance
KISS
because-
event though. That's what makes it interesting.
I know.
This
I'm
is-
saying when you
this
said
is
that,
the cool
I wanted
thing.
to be able to say, "What are you nut? Wait a minute."
Right.
Nothing is off the table if Gene Simmons is in charge of it. Nothing. I don't care. Nothing. Gene seems to me like is the type of cat that gets on a plane, flies to New Jersey, knocks on Peter Chris's door, and says, "Hey, Pete, give me a price. I
Oh, I
need
need that.
you to be in Vegas the end of September."
We're not getting any younger. Let's do this.
Put-
Yeah.
Whether it be just Peter Chris, like you just put an album out, get John Five, Billy Sheehan, get the players that were on there to Vegas.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Wow, man, that would be
Gene?
killer.
With Gene, I really believe nothing is off the table. And he put his name on this. And to me, it's very obvious. And maybe I'm wrong, but he just cut Pop House out of having to share. It's Gene Simmons Legends of Rock Expo.
So what you're
Gene
saying is
said-
he's had all this conversation with lawyers. Okay, what can I get away with here to where I can get them out and they can't sue me?
Sure, I think it's obvious the fact that the original when the website went up,
But it does
It
cause
said
confusion with the avatars
KISS-
if he did do that.
it said KISS photo op, and now
did.
that's off. Somebody that gives legal advice said, no, you can't do that because you don't own that name. And I'm sure, and I brought this up to you guys earlier. A lot, from what I know, a lot of these acts that sell everything, they sell the past. They don't sell the future. Now, I don't know. I would love
Yeah,
to
but
get
they're
my
bought into
hand
the
on
future
it.
with the avatars with Pop House, though.
No, but what I'm saying, no, but you're. I think you're looking at it wrong. Is it the future, or is it the past? Because the avatars are all in makeup. That's the past. Pop House owns that. Pop
Yeah, but
House
the-
owns all of that. Now, again, we're talking about Gene Simmons. So I envision Gene might have taken a little less money to have control and ownership all over a few things. I don't know what those few things are, but I'm guessing that it isn't the name KISS because it was on the website and then it was off the website and it was pretty quick. It was off. So I'm just wondering if what's holding things up is what do we call ourselves? Is the
It is
Saturday
fascinating.
night
This whole
show
dynamic is fascinating.
is the Saturday night show a KISS show? And if it is, can they not call it KISS? And I don't know this, but maybe Pop House is involved. I can't see why.
But if the KISS name is the issue, then you I don't know. It definitely makes for good conversation for a podcast.
If Pop House was involved, that logo would be slapped all over everything. You have to
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah.
Sure, and if Pop House is involved, why wouldn't you just do KISS Cruise Landlocked in Vegas 2026 and be done with it?
Well, there's so many questions. Remember, they were talking about, oh, I'm writing again. It's all over the place this year. Confusion from the start,
Right.
man. It's
Right?
crazy.
It's crazy amount. I mean, the only thing that makes sense to me is Pop House decided we're not going to do anything for whatever reason in 2026. And
and
Gene
wait,
said, well, I am.
and you're splitting Gene and Paul separately.
Are you? I don't know if you are. I mean, it's odd to me. Gene takes his band and goes, he's on a cruise right now. He's playing on a cruise right now. I don't know which cruise, but he's playing on a cruise right now. So is that Gene and Paul separating? And Gene said, "Hey, I'm going to do this in Vegas." And Paul said, "Okay, I'm going to do this in Indianapolis." Or because why wouldn't you get Paul to appear and get Gene's band to play in Indianapolis? We're not going to come up with any answers to anything.
No.
But boy, there is a whole lot of questions to be asked here. Is Paul going to get announced to be in Vegas? Because if he is, the only ego bigger than Gene's, I think, is Paul's. So I don't know that Paul is going to appear at Gene Simmons'
That's a fair
Legends of
point.
Rock Expo. Why do I feel like it would have to be a Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons Legends of Rock Expo? So there's the first. Well, there's the second thing. The
or
first
maybe
thing
Paul
was
seems
the
like he
KISS
would think
photo
that is
op.
like cornball to call it that in general. The Legends of Rock.
I don't know. I thought the Legends of Rock was pretty good.
Yeah, Paul
Am
holds
I
himself to
mean,
another standard. I feel like he would think it was cheesy.
and I didn't think that the logo was terrible either. I thought the logo was all right, and of course Gene Simmons' signature is on the top of it. That's not a shock at all. But that brings a whole lot of questions. Like, does Paul get announced? Look, for that matter, does Gene go to Indianapolis? If Gene goes to Indianapolis, let's say Gene gets announced going to Indianapolis tomorrow. To me, the next shoe to drop would be Paul going to Vegas. The only thing,
Yeah, it's almost like you're setting the table to just keep on adding, like, I don't know.
but the only
It-
thing
it's-
that
it
makes
you-
me hesitate for that is the Gene Simmons Legends of Rock. Like, Paul's got to put his ego in his pocket, and I don't know if Paul's
Well,
going to
then
do.
they changed the name halfway with the landlocked thing too, didn't they? It was a
They
different
did.
name.
Why do I not see that happening here? Again,
Not with
I
Gene's
believe,
name on it.
right. Gene ain't taking his name off, I don't think, and Gene's not going to put his name second. So Paul has to agree
Well,
that it's
then
the
what
Gene
you're
Simmons and Paul Stanley
right? Then what
Legends
you
of Rock.
yeah, he would have to add him as a separate
If
billing.
ticket prices were down, he'd bow to Paul.
I don't know. It makes for
He's been
I believe
curtailing the
that
Paul
too.
for 20 years, brother.
Longer than that.
No, Paul's had him by the balls since at least Revenge, to be fair.
Shit, Paul's had him by the balls since
Well, the
Animal
80s.
Eyes.
Yeah, the 80s, but he didn't confront him about the shit he talks about till what? Hot in the Shade?
Now there's a video out there that's been out there for years of them doing an interview
Is
where
it the don't play that shit with me? Yep.
yeah, that's
I love
Revenge.
that one.
You
Yeah.
can tell by the hair that's Revenge.
Paul is just getting his goat, buddy.
Right. Just all these questions rush into my head. Like, so Paul went to Indianapolis. I do not think that it's a coincidence that Eric went to Indianapolis. So does that mean that Tommy goes to Vegas with Gene? Bruce lives in Vegas, so that's a little bit of a cheat. But Bruce went with Gene. Like, are we, and I'm not trying to stir up any clickbait or controversy, but are we seeing the crack? And are people picking teams?
They each took their favorite kid.
You know, I mean, there's right now, as we speak, there is way more questions than there is answers. Indy gets announced. This gets announced. It wasn't. I don't think it was the same day.
Hey, listen,
but I think it was within 24 hours. They both got announced.
At least, right now, at least some good shit is brewing in general, because for a while there, we're almost in March. For a while there, it was like, okay, if you guys are going to do something, you got to start announcing and start putting stuff out there. And right now, at least you're getting something that's brewing.
But here's the question: is it good shit?
We're
Because
gonna,
it's incomplete. The best I can call it right now is incomplete shit.
yeah, and we're not. I'm not. I mean, I'm not spending money
I mean, if I lived in Indianapolis, I would have already bought a ticket to the Expo
Totally.
for Paul and Eric. But I don't. I got to get a hotel. I got to get an airplane ticket, I would guess. I think it's 11 hours from here. We'd kill each other 11 hours in a car if both of us went. And if I went alone, I'd kill myself, probably. How many podcasts can you listen to in the car at one time? I don't know. I've never done 11 hours worth. But you got to give me much more than Paul and Eric Singer and $259 to take a picture with Paul.
No,
that
sir.
makes me want to walk up and stand next to Paul and put my hand out and him to look at me and say, "What?" And I'd be like, "Yo, I got like the number 156th KISS podcast out there. $5 to take a picture with me. So I want a $5 refund." I don't know. I mean, you just got to give me more. Like I just wonder, are KISS fans, are they jumping at this?
well, the
Or
one thing
are they
is,
all thinking like we are and they're going, okay, more? I mean, Vegas is different. No disrespect to Indianapolis people, but it's Indianapolis, Indiana. I've never been there. I don't know anything about it. The only thing I can tell you about it is the Colts play there and they do the NFL draft combine there that's going on right now. That's
Big.
it. You are going for this expo. That's the only thing you're going for. Vegas is different. Like if you two said to me right now, "Hey, let's just do it to go to Vegas," I might be inclined to say, "You know what? We'll go to the Sphere." There's other things to do in Vegas. If it turns out to be a shit show, it won't be a complete loss. If Indianapolis, and look, I think I said this earlier, from what I know about Keith LaRue, is if he's putting his name on it, it's something. So
Right.
I'm not saying it's not anything. I'm just saying you can't see anything. And the same thing is what I said about Gene. If Gene's putting his name on it, I have a feeling. I have a really good feeling we're going to end up in Vegas in September.
yeah, I mean, the one
Because
thing
I
is,
have a
I do
feeling
too. I do too.
Gene's going to blow our asses out of the water with something. And it doesn't, I'm not even speculating it's Vinnie Vincent. But if I may speculate for a minute, all he has to do is say Vinnie Vincent's appearing and playing live and it's sold out. All he's got to do is say Peter Criss is appearing and playing live and it's sold out. He doesn't need anything else. But he's gonna do more. I just don't know who it's gonna be.
it's obvious that it's incomplete and there's more stuff coming, but they're gonna have to start putting some substance in it. I mean, I want to be in Vegas in the worst way. I had such a great time, but I'm not. There's got to be more. There's got to be more to it than that.
But you're intrigued, right?
Listen, it's got to me. It's you. You want to start. You want to get a good start. Handsome Devils are on the show right now. Period. Make it a done deal. Start there.
I'm good.
That's if they market to just like the three of us, though, brother.
I don't know. Is it the
Hooligans?
three of us?
If you don't know enough about the
no, I
Handsome
don't want to be
Devils-
like that to those guys
Yeah.
because they rule, but you get what I'm saying. Like a
Oh,
very
yeah.
small niche of people,
Yeah,
I would
no, that's
say.
true. That's true. But I
Okay,
mean,
so $795 for the weekend to go to all the shows.
Mhm.
Let's say let's just round up. Let's say it's
Cool 1,000.
let's go with a cool 1,000 plus airfare.
Another 1,000 for
And
me.
is it that much?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
just for you?
Oh, dude, it probably cost me $500-$600 to get out there just for me.
That's a round trip?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. That's the same thing. So 15, 1,000, 15. So let's say 1,500.
Oh,
All
I'm
right,
all day. I'm in all day.
1,500 plus food, blah blah blah. In rental car, which it didn't cost. What did rental car cost us? Like 200, I think. So let's just say that each of us get out there for less than $2,000. What do you need for that? Like, what are you looking to get out of that? You know what I'm saying? So you got meet and greets at Kiss Cruise Landlocked. You got some good Q&As. You got goofy cooking with Paul. But once again, what do you need to justify the round the total cost of $2,000? Like, who you need?
I honestly, I want Johnny Five at part of it. I want him to have some kind of interaction. He's got to be, to me. He's such a Kiss fan. Q&A with him, talking about his Kiss memories and some of his memorabilia. He talks about, like, definitely Johnny Five should be a part of it in some way.
Okay, is that enough?
No.
I think
part.
at least 2 original
Handsome
members
Devils
should be
and-
there.
At least 2 original.
At least 2.
members.
If you can't get Paul, you better get Peter.
Why do I feel like he's got a better chance of getting Peter than getting Paul? Am I wrong?
Oh, no, I agree with you. Like you said, Gene's name being slapped on it dead center, that don't fly with Paul, brother.
Yeah.
Um,
And Peter's got his own gig. Like, I don't, and don't forget, Gene just said some shit that Peter took the high road on, but he also may be like, I don't need that dude.
I don't
I want
know.
him
That's
to
why I asked the
focus more
question.
like make more time for Q&As, because I just didn't feel like I had not Q&As, autographs and stuff like that, because I just didn't feel like I had any kind of time to even try to do stuff like that in Vegas.
Yeah, they definitely
that
got to
was
set
terrible.
that. They got to set that up better. Just definitely
Mhm.
got to way to set that up better.
But I
That
mean, that's
was
not
one-
enough to make me go.
No, and that's what I'm asking you guys. You got to start somewhere. What is enough
Kiss.
to get you to go? This is complete and total speculation, but Gene Simmons band playing live, Bruce Kulick's band playing live. What else do you need additionally?
Stanley Simmons acoustic set.
Stanley
Ooh.
Simmons might be possible. That's
Great idea.
a good one. Okay, that's it.
No, I'm still thinking here.
I want Space Fraley. I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
I want Space Frehley, but it's gonna be like, I don't. That's if Gene's pulling the strings. Does he know enough about? Like, I think Space Frehley is still trying to, like, supplant his his mark.
Totally.
And I definitely think that they'd be blown away by what he does, but I don't know if he's known enough.
Well, then definitely
I'll
some
say
kind of
this-
Kiss Cancer Goodbye involvement to put on an event to help boost it.
I'll say this
I
one
like
more
that.
time in this. I don't want to pick on any of the bands that played at Kiss Cruise Landlocked 2025.
Mm-mm.
No, I don't really. I mean,
But
I
if we
include-
wrote out every band that played there, I would put Space Fraley dead in the middle of all the bands that played. There were bands that I would rather see than see Space Fraley in Vegas, but there were bands that I saw that I would prefer to see Space Fraley in Vegas. So I
Listen,
don't think that's crazy.
I like DeMartini. I like Quiet Riot. I like Rat. But at this point right now, I'm fascinated by. You got the chance to see Space Fraley. I had to work, unfortunately. I'm fascinated by seeing him live. Like, I would rather see him live than Quiet Riot, more than Rat, more than Sebastian Bach. I've seen them now. I don't
That's
really-
the other question is and I hope Gene's not going to do that. I don't want to see any of them, and I don't
No,
want to
me
see.
neither.
And it's unfair, and it is unfair because I'm going to pick and choose. But I edit the podcast so I can do whatever I want. I don't want to see Quiet Riot. I don't want to see Piercy DiMartini. I don't want to see Sebastian Bach.
And they were all great. I really enjoyed them.
Right. But I
But
do want to see the Handsome
turn
Devils
the page.
again.
I want
I
the
do
Handsome
want to
Devils.
see Bruce Kulick's solo band again. Like these, it seems to me like, and maybe I'm wrong about
And don't
this.
forget the Ace Frehley band too. Like they were great too when they did the live set.
Yeah, they
Totally.
were. Sure, that's great to me. It
Hey,
seems
not for
to
not,
me.
hey, not for nothing. I think we're all in agreement. You could wrap that first day in a bow and bring that anywhere, and I'd be interested in going.
You could have done Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night, and I would not have left and said I got robbed. So,
Absolutely.
like that's me. But
I'm 55. I know what I like at these days. I know what I like and I know what I don't like.
well, but
Amen.
we're three Kiss fans, and I'm just wondering how many Kiss fans out there, because it does seem like if you're more Kiss centric, we want more.
Here's the other thing
You know
too
what I
that we're
mean?
not.
So
here-
you didn't want to see Quiet Riot again.
no.
How about
But you just
Quarantine?
answered it, brother. We're Kiss fans. That's the only thing that's going to be good enough.
But here's the other thing, real
But
quick.
don't you think that means that Gene is going to go that route? So you have a better chance of seeing what we consider Kiss-centric. So a band like Slaughter, the Handsome Devils, I think it gives Space Fraley, as long as he's on Gene's radar or Gene's people's radar, I think that gives him a great chance.
Well,
Ace Frehley's band is now a tribute band called Space Invader. I want the answer of what do you need to justify that $2,000? What level? Who? That I don't know. Alice Cooper. What
That would
Alice?
be a huge get for Gene,
I
dude.
would consider Alice Cooper to be Kiss-centric. Am I wrong?
Oh, that's the basis they built off of, right?
Okay, Alice Cooper is Gene, Bruce, Alice Cooper, and Space Fraley. Is it enough?
Well, here's the other thing too. Like we're like again, we all sweat the Handsome Devils, but how many Kiss fans are just like we were before that night that have no clue who the hell they are?
A lot less
Mm.
than you think, because I believe that the Handsome Devils live show that night is got like 200,000 views.
Well, that's great because
Good for
they
them.
definitely deserve that. Absolutely deserve that. But I mean, I remember walking into them and we seeing Louis Khalil walking around, not knowing who the heck they were. We knew who they were after that. I'm just saying, like,
Hey, let me ask you guys a question. You steered me in a different direction, and maybe I'm wrong. But if you put the Handsome Devils on that bill, do they headline or do they open?
What night?
it depends. Or tell me who's
I don't know
with them.
any night. It's
They're doing a
they
free
open
Thursday
the-
night, Friday night, and Saturday night.
If
They're
they
probably-
open like Thursday, they headline. There's no
Yeah.
reason not to,
Okay, why do they headline?
because nobody's going to touch that energy that those guys bring.
That's where I was going with that.
Good luck following that, buddy.
I don't care who it is. In my opinion, the only person that could headline over the Handsome Devils, and this is not realistic at all, is Bruce Kulick's band.
Right.
Gene couldn't. Gene's got to change the set list up, like he does, to compete with that. If you bring the Handsome Devils in with what they do as a set list, they have to be the headline for whatever night you want to choose. But you can't ask Alice Cooper to go out there after the Handsome Devils. I love Alice. I love Alice. He'd get booed off the stage because he's not Kiss-centric enough. Like, he's Kiss-centric, but he's not enough. Handsome Devils are going to close the show to Burn Bitch Burn, a song that has never been played live, and then poor Alice is coming on? Hell no. Alice has been in this business too long. Alice is like, no. I'm not, no. You bring me in Quiet Riot or Black and Blue. That's who can open.
They'll be there.
Sure. Black and Blue well, actually, I don't know you'll get Black and Blue. You'll get Thayer St. James, probably.
Oh, man, that's fair with their new stuff.
That's what I'm thinking is that's what you'll get. But again, I'll go back to it because it's like pulling teeth out of you two.
There is nobody like other than KISS, brother. I'm going to stand by that. We're KISS fans.
But you got KISS. You got Gene Simmons and Bruce Kulick. Is that enough? Are we going?
No. You're going to have to add Paul if you really want to push it, brother.
So you add Paul to that bill and you're in.
Yeah, honestly. If I'm going to see Gene and Paul play together at this point, because that's really all I got left.
Okay, so Paul has to perform with Gene.
That's what
or on his own.
If not, Paul has to do solo stuff. That might scratch the itch. But they need to both perform.
I would be into that, actually.
Yeah.
I would make it real simple. Paul does his 70. See, that's a problem with Paul, though. That's a great idea by me. If Paul just came out and did his 78 solo album from start to finish. The problem is Paul has to pick and choose the songs.
What songs he can do.
And I don't know that he can do. I'm sure there's some songs on that album that he can do, but I'm also pretty sure there's some songs that he cannot do.
Love in Chains.
So that makes things more complicated for Paul. I don't know. It's fascinating, at least to me.
Yeah, no, it is.
100%.
But for me, you give me Gene's solo band, you give me Bruce's solo band, you give me, and I'm going to say this, you give me the Handsome Devils, you then give me Red Devil Vortex, and I am a certified card-carrying fanboy, and I'm the first one to admit it. You've now given me enough that I'm going to Vegas. You need at least 6 bands, I would think. At least 6. So you got Gene, Bruce, there's 2. Handsome Devils, there's 3. Who else did we bring up? Thayer St. James, there's 4. Throw me Space Fraley, that's 5. I love me some Steve Brown. Throw me some Trickster or Always Jovi. There's your 6. And add some Q&As. And I don't want to cook with Gene.
Not for nothing. The Always Jovi is a nice dynamic too. Because Bon Jovi was a huge KISS fan following him around all the time.
Sure, I think it is. I mean, that's for me, that's
and
enough.
It's a project that's hot right now too for him. It's like
Yeah. And that's like, if you get the Handsome Devils, you can get Red Devil Vortex. They just got to bring a drummer along.
Right.
Their drummer. And if you get Trickster, you can, if you get Trickster, you can get Always Jovi, and you can get Quarantine because PJ Farley is in quarantine. So,
and you're bringing the drummer from Handsome Devils. Works all the way around. Yeah.
So,
let's just hope that this stuff is being spoken about with all these people right now. Let's
Gene,
hope it's all in the works.
You're watching.
The
Gene.
minute that this posts on YouTube, Gene is on it. My phone's going to be ringing off the hook. He's going to be asking me for contact information and what my thoughts are and all of that stuff, isn't he? No?
Of course he is. No, of course he is.
You know, it's funny. It will be funny at some point if all of a sudden we get wind that he has listened to.
If we pass wind or we get wind?
If he gets wind of the show at some point.
And just know I don't like any of the 3 of you.
Yes, I can hear that. Those guys are assholes.
Look, this is not patting each other on the back or any of that. But I have been a KISS fan for damn near 50 years. 45. Damn near 45 years. I promise you, there is not one KISS podcast out there that Gene and Paul don't know about.
Check that brand, baby.
There is no way. They know. I'm not saying that they're sitting there watching it.
Well, you know what?
But why do I picture Gene or Paul paying people to surf the internet
Mm.
and find all of them and find out what they're saying.
Oh,
You know
pay
what?
me, dude.
You know what? Not for nothing. When Dave had that thing come out where Peter has actually watched the show, that was kind of enlightening right there. Peter actually watched the show.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's one of the original 4 members watched our show.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no, it blows my mind, dude.
Well, everybody knows who we are. We're legendary.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
Larger than life.
one thing is
Larger than life.
100% sure. This is not the last time that we discuss this.
Oh no, this is just
There is
smart.
no doubt. And like I said, from what I know about Keith LaRue, if he puts his name on it, it's going to be something that's worth it. And the same thing with Gene. I have high hopes. I have really high hopes. The Indie Expo is going to be constraining on time, let's say, because they got like, what, 6 weeks? So
Yeah, like not much.
you gotta put things together really, really fast. Gene has a little more time. I would guess that Gene's probably got about 6 weeks, and then he's gonna have to put something on the website other than him and Bruce, because it doesn't even say that either of them are playing live. It just says that. Well, it doesn't even say that they're appearing. It just says guests. When you click guests, Gene Simmons comes up, Bruce Kulick comes up. There's a little kind of a bio, and then it says more legends incoming. This is only the beginning. Many more timeless rock icons will soon be announced. Check back to see who joins this epic lineup. They got to do something.
It's going to be fun to speculate and get excited for it as the months go by, though. That's half the fun of being a KISS fan with these kind of things.
That's a good point.
All right, that brings me to the question.
Mhm.
We have a question of the day now. Good job, Black Diamond Dave. Hooligans. Who does Gene have to add to the guests to get you to go to Vegas for his Legends of Rock Expo? Is there anybody? Is it Peter Criss? Is it Vinnie Vincent? Is it the Handsome Devils? Who does it for you? What do you need to make the experience worth it? Drop it in the comments below. And hopefully I'll remember that I said this and I'll actually type it in to the comment. Or I'll edit it and something else will pop in my head and I won't realize that I did this. If you're listening to us on any of the podcast platforms, please leave us a review. And if you just found us, check out our past episodes. If you're watching us on our YouTube channel and you like this episode, please consider hitting the like button, just like them guys, and leaving us a comment. Hit that subscribe button, just like them guys, so you don't miss any future episodes. And check out these episodes right here. As always, if you made it this far, thank you for supporting us. And don't forget, we should all lead with love and take care of each other. Peace out, Hooligan Nation.